I order you, stop right there. My beloved child. Don't scroll, don't blink, don't move your thumb even an inch. Listen with me right now, because the angels are not giving you a second chance. Archangel Michael is standing behind you in this very moment, and he is saying, a person who truly loves you has been trying to warn you. Because your daughter is sitting on a fatal secret. A danger she is hiding from you right now. You felt something was wrong. Your chest tightened. Your spirit trembled. Your eyes kept falling on this message again and again. That is not random. That is not coincidence. This is a divine interruption. Heaven is showing you this because the tragedy your daughter is walking into is closer than you think. And Archangel Michael commands, if they skip this message, the danger will reach the girl before the mother can protect her. So stop. Stay. Listen with me. Because the next 3 minutes will decide the next 3 months of her life. My beloved child. Listen carefully. Your daughter is not just stressed. She is not just silent. She is not busy. No, her spirit is carrying something heavier. Archangel Michael says, her silence is not peace. It is the weight of a danger she is hiding to protect you. She doesn't want to worry you. She doesn't want to break your heart. She doesn't want you to panic. So she is carrying a burden alone. But heaven will not allow her to carry it alone anymore. Don't scroll. Not right now. Because what I am about to say is the reason this entire message reached you. The person who loves you tried to warn you. This is someone who truly cares about you. Maybe a friend, a relative, a neighbor, a spiritual companion, someone who calls you family, or someone who has always wanted to protect you. They saw something. They heard something. They sensed something dangerous around your daughter. And they tried to tell you. Many times. But you didn't realize that their words were actually angelic warnings. Archangel Michael says, this person was the mouthpiece of heaven. But their message went unnoticed. Not anymore. Today heaven brings the truth directly to your ears. What your daughter is hiding is fatal. My beloved child, don't scroll. This is where the danger becomes clear. It is not a small problem. It is not a misunderstanding. It is not a mood swing. No. Archangel Michael reveals. Something is threatening her future, her stability, and her safety. And she is hiding it from you to appear strong. This danger may be a person she fears, a conversation she regrets, a mistake she made, a pressure she cannot speak about, a decision she was pushed into, a threat she received, something someone told her to keep secret, or a trap she walked into without knowing. Heaven shows one thing clearly. She is scared to tell you the truth. But heaven is not scared to tell you. That is why Michael sent this message through your screen today. The signs you missed. Watch closely, the signs were already there. She has been quieter lately. Her eyes look tired. She avoids certain questions. She hides her phone. She walks slower. She sighs more. She stays awake at night. She doesn't want to eat. She keeps saying, "I'm fine," too quickly. She forces a smile. She avoids talking about certain people. She prays more, or stops praying completely. These are not normal changes. Michael says, a daughter hides danger differently than a mother hides pain. You felt something shifting in her. Your spirit reacted. Your heart felt uneasy. That was heaven nudging you. Today, heaven is confirming it. The loved one who warned you saw something first. This person tried to tell you because they overheard something. They caught a small detail. They noticed a strange pattern. They sensed energy around your daughter. They saw her fear. They saw someone follow her. They noticed the way she acted around a specific person. They felt the danger in their bones. But your daughter told them, "Please don't tell my mother. I'll handle it. She will panic. Just forget it. I don't want her to know." This is why the person who loves you has been restless. This is why they prayed for you. This is why heaven pushed this message in front of your eyes today. Archangel Michael's warning. My beloved child, don't move. Michael says, if the mother does not receive this message, the daughter will walk into a trap. She cannot climb out of alone. Your daughter thinks hiding the truth protects you. But in reality, her silence is the very thing that puts her in danger. And heaven refuses to let that happen. That is why you are hearing this. Right now. At this exact moment. Not by accident. But by divine timing. My beloved child. You have reached the moment heaven needed you to reach. Now do exactly this. Like this message to activate Archangel Michael's shield over your daughter. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2, the person behind your daughter's danger. Comment. Archangel Michael, protect my daughter now. Share this with 10 people to extend angelic safety over your entire family. Archangel Michael ends part 1 with, the danger is real. But the mother has now awakened. The angels stand ready. My beloved child. Don't scroll, don't breathe too fast. Listen with me right now. Archangel Michael says, the danger that surrounds your daughter does not come from strangers. It comes from someone who knows her, someone she once trusted. Heaven is exposing this person through signs. And I will reveal them to you now. Stay until the end. Because the final sign is the one that will make everything click. Sign 1, the person who always acts too nice. This person is overly sweet whenever they see your daughter. Their smile is too soft. Their tone is too gentle. Their compliments sound forced. Michael says, kindness is often the costume of intention. This person is pretending calmness to hide a darker motive underneath. Your daughter senses this fake behavior. That's why she keeps silent around them. Sign 2. The person who asks too many personal questions. This person tries to know every detail. Where is she going? Who is she talking to? Why was she upset? When did she come back? Did she tell you anything? These are not normal questions. This is information gathering. Michael says, the one who seeks her patterns is the one who intends to interrupt her path. Pay attention. This is not curiosity. This is surveillance. Sign 3. The person who watches your daughter more than they should. Your daughter feels their eyes on her. You may have missed it. But she didn't. This person stares too long. Observes quietly. Listens to her conversations. Monitors her behavior. Watches her leave. Watches her enter. Watches her decisions. Michael says, a predator observes before they move. That strange staring is not admiration. It is calculation. Sign 4. The person she avoids without explaining why. She refuses to look at them. She avoids their name. She changes the conversation when they're mentioned. She leaves the room when they enter. She does not want conflict. She wants distance. Because her spirit recognizes their danger before her mouth can explain it. Michael says, the child senses evil earlier than the mother. That discomfort is your daughter's protection signal. Sign 5. The person who tries to get between you and her. This person secretly wants to weaken the bond between mother and daughter. How? They say things like, she doesn't need to tell you everything. You worry too much. She's old enough now. Don't ask too many questions. Give her space. But these are not helpful words. Michael says, the one who separates the mother weakens the daughter. This person knows that as long as your daughter is close to you, she is protected. So they try to break the connection. Sign 6. The person who was there before the problem started. Michael shows this clearly. Before your daughter changed, this person was near. Before her silence, they appeared. Before her fear, they said something. Before her confusion, they interfered. This pattern is never coincidence. Heaven says, the timeline exposes the enemy. Who was near her before all this began? That's the person. Sign 7. The person she hid the problem because of. Your daughter hid the danger. Not because she wanted to protect herself, but because she wanted to protect you. Michael explains why. She knows if she tells you the truth, your heart will break. That means the person behind the danger is someone who is connected to your family circle in a way that will shock you. Someone you would have never suspected. The angelic reveal, the person will slip soon. My beloved child, don't scroll now. This is important. Michael says, the enemy cannot hide for long when the mother awakens. Within the next 72 hours, this person will do one small mistake. A wrong question. An unnecessary visit. A strange comment. A sensitive topic. An emotional overreaction. A slip of the tongue. An unexpected appearance. A message that feels off. That mistake will reveal the truth completely. Pay attention. Heaven is exposing them. Through your daughter's confession. And through their own slip. My beloved child. You stayed until the end. And that means heaven is guiding you deeply. Now seal this message. Like this message to activate Archangel Michael's shield over your daughter. Subscribe so you don't miss part 3, the moment the danger will try to strike. Comment. Archangel Michael, expose the enemy near my daughter. Share this with 10 people so heaven extends this protection to your family. Michael ends part 2 with, now the mother sees the enemy. Soon, the enemy will fear the mother. My beloved child. Don't scroll, don't blink. Archangel Michael says, now that you know the person, you must know the moment. Danger always moves at a predictable time. Heaven is showing 3 time windows. And one of them is connected to your daughter. Stay with me. The first window, when her energy drops. Michael says, the enemy will move when your daughter is emotionally weak. Watch for these moments. When she returns home tired. When she argues with someone. When she feels misunderstood. When she is alone in her room. When she looks sad or worried. When she is overwhelmed by work. When she cries quietly so no one hears. The danger approaches when she is tired. Because tiredness blinds intuition. The enemy thrives when the child is drained. The second window, when she is distracted by her phone. This is very important. Michael reveals. The danger hides inside messages, calls, and conversations she tries to keep private. Watch closely. When she hides her screen. When she deletes messages. When she receives a call she doesn't answer. When she turns her phone face down. When her expression changes suddenly. When she excuses herself to take a call. When she gets nervous after checking something. This is one of the main moments. Danger tries to make contact. Not physically, but emotionally. Because emotional vulnerability opens the door to spiritual danger. The third window, when she is away from you. Michael says, her greatest danger is distance from her mother. The enemy tries to strike when she leaves the house. She goes to someone's home. She goes to work. She meets a friend. She walks alone. She goes shopping. She attends an event. She steps into a place where you are not present. Because your presence shields her. Your voice grounds her. Your intuition warns her. The enemy wants her alone. So it can influence her thoughts. Without interference. The exact moment is not random, it is patterned. Michael says, pay attention to the repetition. Heaven shows. The danger always tries to contact her. At the same hour. On the same days. In the same places. Through the same person. It is a pattern. Examples. Every evening at the same time. Every morning before she leaves. Every time she has an emotional dip. Every time she talks to that specific person. Every time she is on her phone alone. Every time she says she needs air. Every time she gets anxious suddenly. Patterns reveal intentions. The reaction of your daughter will expose everything. To identify the moment of danger. Watch your daughter's behavior shift instantly. Signs include: she stiffens. Her breathing changes. She becomes silent. She avoids your eyes. She walks faster or slower. She looks at the door. She gets nervous for no reason. She becomes defensive. She changes the topic. She touches her neck or chest. She says, "I'm fine," too fast. She suddenly changes her plan. Michael says, her body will speak the truth before she does. When you see this behavior, the danger is near. The final warning, the approach will be sudden. My beloved child, listen carefully. Michael says, the danger will not knock softly. It will move fast. Suddenly. Unexpectedly. And at a moment you least expect. The enemy chooses unpredictability. To remove your chance to prepare. But heaven is preparing you right now. The moment of danger will happen when you turn your back for a few minutes. She steps outside to talk to someone. She receives a message she didn't want. She goes somewhere you didn't approve. She tries to avoid confrontation. She believes she can handle it alone. She meets someone without telling you. Someone accidentally shows up. That accidental moment is not accidental. Heaven reveals. The enemy's timing is planned. The mother's intuition is God's alarm. Today, your alarm is ringing. My beloved child. You stayed till the end. That means heaven trusts you with the truth. Now seal this moment. Like this message to activate protection over your daughter's timing. Subscribe so you receive part 4, how the danger will try to control her mind. Comment. Archangel Michael, guide my daughter at every step. Share this message with 10 people so heaven extends this shield across your family line. Michael ends part 3 with: the enemy has chosen the moment. Now the mother chooses the outcome. My beloved child. Don't scroll, don't move. Listen with me right now. Archangel Michael stands beside you and says, the enemy cannot touch the daughter's body until it captures her mind first. The real attack isn't physical. It begins inside her thoughts. Stay with me closely. Every line you hear now will help you protect your daughter before the enemy reaches her mind. Method 1. The enemy will use confusion first. Michael says, confusion is the first door the enemy pushes open. Your daughter may suddenly feel unsure about herself, unsure about her decisions, unsure about her relationships, unsure about her worth, unsure about her future, unsure about her direction. Confusion makes her vulnerable. The enemy knows. When the mind is cloudy, the spirit becomes quiet. So it will plant small, subtle thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I should do what they say. Maybe I should hide this. Maybe I'm not strong enough. These aren't her thoughts. They are whispers. And the enemy whispers softly, so she doesn't notice where the voice comes from. Method 2. The enemy will use fear. Fear is powerful. Michael says, fear tightens the chest so the child cannot breathe truth. Your daughter may suddenly fear being judged, being misunderstood, disappointing you, losing someone, getting in trouble, facing the truth, revealing the secret, confronting a person, speaking her heart. Fear suppresses truth. And suppression is the enemy's shield. The enemy will try to make her think, if I tell anyone, things will get worse. If I speak, something bad will happen. If mom finds out, she'll panic. If I reveal the truth, it will hurt someone. But Michael says, the truth never destroys a family. It is the lie that does. Method 3. The enemy will make her feel guilty for no reason. Your daughter will feel responsible for things she didn't cause, guilty for situations she didn't create, ashamed for problems she didn't start. Michael reveals, guilt chains the mind so the child cannot reach for help. The enemy will attempt to make her believe, it's all my fault. I should have handled it better. I deserve the consequences. I shouldn't burden anyone. I'm the problem. These thoughts weaken her emotionally and make her easy to influence. Method 4. The enemy will use someone's words against her. There is a person, the same person you learned about in part 2, who will try to speak into her mind. This person will say things like, don't tell your mother. She won't understand. You'll only create drama. Just keep this between us. If you talk, everything will fall apart. Trust me, not her. You're safer if you stay quiet. These are not words of love. These are words of manipulation. Michael says, the one who silences the daughter is the one who fears the truth. Method 5. The enemy will try to distort her perception of you. This is where the real battle begins. The enemy will try to convince your daughter that you won't understand her, won't support her, won't believe her. Michael says, when the daughter doubts the mother, the enemy gains ground. The enemy will whisper, she won't take it well. She'll overreact. She'll be disappointed. She won't get it. She might get angry. These thoughts are lies, created to break the divine bond between mother and daughter. Because when that bond breaks, the daughter becomes spiritually alone. Method 6. The enemy will use emotional pressure. Your daughter may suddenly feel overwhelmed, drained, numb, disconnected, helpless, pressured, stuck. This emotional overload is not coming from her. It is being pushed onto her. Michael says, emotional heaviness is the net the enemy throws before pulling the child into danger. Her emotions may change quickly. Happy silent, calm anxious, confident shaky, strong weak, open closed. These sudden shifts are spiritual indicators that the enemy is near her thinking. The mother is the only one who can break this influence. My beloved child, don't move. Michael says, a mother's voice can silence a demon faster than a warrior's sword. Your presence, your words, your intuition are your daughter's shield. This influence breaks when you speak gently. You ask the right questions. You reassure her. You tell her she is safe. You let her talk freely. You sit near her. You listen without judging. Michael says, when the mother listens, the daughter becomes brave. My beloved child, you now know the strategy of the enemy. To seal protection, do this. Like this message to activate Archangel Michael's protection over her thoughts. Subscribe so you receive part 5, the exact moment her secret will finally break out. Comment. Archangel Michael, protect my daughter's mind. Share with 10 people to extend heaven's protection across your family. Michael ends part 4 saying, the mind is the battlefield, but the mother is the victor. My beloved child, don't scroll, don't breathe too fast. Stay right here with me. Archangel Michael says, a secret kept in the dark too long eventually bursts into the light. Not by choice, but by pressure. Your daughter has carried something heavy. Something she didn't want you to know. Something she hid to protect you. But heaven will no longer allow her to carry it alone. Here is how. And when the truth breaks open. Sign 1, her body will react before her words do. Michael reveals. The body betrays the secret before the mouth speaks it. Your daughter may suddenly breathe deeply, sigh repeatedly, touch her face, hold her chest, walk faster or slower, look restless, avoid your eyes, fidget with her hands, blink rapidly, stare at nothing, look like she is fighting tears. This is the moment. The secret begins to break the surface. She no longer has the strength to hold it. Her spirit wants relief. Her emotions want release. Her body wants freedom. This is the first crack. Sign 2, she will try to talk, but stop mid-sentence. Michael says. Truth fights its way out in broken pieces. She may say things like, Mom, I need to tell you something. Something happened. I don't know how to say this. I didn't want you to get upset. It's important. I should have told you earlier. But then she will stop. Why? Because fear pulls her backward, while truth pushes her forward. This moment is sacred. Don't interrupt her. Don't pressure her. Just stay still. Your silence gives her strength. Sign 3, the secret will spill out during a small trigger. Michael reveals the exact pattern. Small moments release big truths. The trigger may be a simple question you ask, a harmless sentence, a familiar name, a memory, a phone notification, a message tone, a sudden change in atmosphere, something someone said earlier, an unexpected knock on the door, a small argument, seeing a picture, recalling an event. That one small trigger will break the wall. She won't plan it. She won't rehearse it. It will slip out suddenly. Because heaven wants it revealed. Sign 4, she will cry before she confesses. Your daughter's tears are not weakness. They are release. Michael says. Tears soften the heart so truth can be spoken. When she starts to cry, her voice may shake. She may hide her face. She may apologize. She may tremble. She may reach for you. She may hold your hand. This is the moment. The secret is seconds away from coming out. Stay near her. Your presence is her strength. Sign 5, the truth will come out in an emotional burst. And then, Michael says, when the burden becomes too heavy, even silence cannot hold it anymore. Your daughter's confession will come out like a rush. Not calmly. Not slowly. But in one powerful emotional burst. She may say, I should have told you. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I didn't want you to be hurt. They told me not to tell you. I kept it inside for too long. I made a mistake. I didn't know who to trust. Someone scared me. I felt trapped. These confessions are heaven's release. This is the moment heaven waited for. Because once the secret is spoken, the danger loses power. Sign 6, Michael will give you a physical signal. Yes, heaven will confirm the moment. Michael says, when the daughter speaks truth, the mother will feel a shift. You may feel a chill, a sudden warmth, a pressure in your chest lifting, tears rising, a strong intuition, a deep breath releasing, a whisper in your spirit saying, this is it. This is not imagination. This is Archangel Michael, activating the protection shield. you have been praying for. The final moment, the secret reveals the person behind the danger. This is the most important part. When your daughter finally speaks the truth, you will notice this. Her confession points to one person. Not directly. Not by name. But through details. Michael says, the truth reveals the face without speaking the name. It could be a description, a comment, a memory, a warning, something they said, something they did, something they threatened, something they pressured, something they required. This is the identity signal. This is how heaven exposes the person working behind the scenes. That is why the confession must happen. It reveals the source of danger. My beloved child, you reached the part heaven wanted you to reach. Now seal this moment. Like this message to activate Archangel Michael's protection over your daughter's confession. Subscribe so you receive part 6, the person your daughter fears the most. Comment. Archangel Michael, help my daughter release the truth. Share with 10 people so heaven extends this shield across your entire family. Michael ends part 5 saying, the secret rises today. The reveal comes tomorrow. And the truth will set the daughter free. My beloved child, don't scroll. Don't blink too fast. Because this part is where heaven finally uncovers the shadow behind your daughter's silence. Archangel Michael stands behind you right now, and he says, the danger is not random. The danger has a face. And your daughter has seen it. She didn't tell you. Because she didn't want to increase your worries. She didn't tell you. Because she thought she could handle it alone. She didn't tell you. Because the person involved is someone who pretended to be good. But heaven says, the one who pretends to care the most is often the one who tries to control the story. Now listen closely. Because this part reveals how you'll know who that person is. Sign 1, they act differently when you and your daughter are together. Michael says, the guilty one observes the bond. They wish they could break. Watch carefully. When you and your daughter sit together, or laugh together, or speak privately, pay attention to someone who watches from a distance, walks slower around you, suddenly stops talking, listens silently, interrupts with fake concern, asks suspicious questions, tries to change the topic, brings up unrelated stories, tries to separate you both. This person fears your unity. Because they know your daughter might reveal the truth. Sign 2, they act nice. Too nice. Heaven says, false kindness always trembles under pressure. You will notice this pattern. They praise your daughter excessively. They ask if she's okay too many times. They offer help when no help is needed. They show up unexpectedly. They bring unnecessary gifts. They smile too broadly. They speak softly but with tension. Their eyes look nervous. Their jokes feel forced. This is not love. This is fear disguised as friendliness. The truth is, they're terrified your daughter might confess. Sign 3, they try to control her movements. Michael reveals. The one who fears exposure tries to manage the one who holds the truth. Pay attention to someone who always wants to know where your daughter is. Asks who she spoke to. Watches her reactions. Checks on her at random times. Messages her at odd hours. Pressures her to stay quiet. Warns her about sharing personal matters. Tries to distance her from family. Creates tension between her and others. The more they try to control, the clearer their guilt becomes. Heaven says, darkness cannot stand freedom. It tries to bind the one who carries the truth. Sign 4, your daughter avoids their name. This is one of the biggest clues. Michael says, the heart trembles at the name that caused it pain. Watch carefully. When someone mentions this person's name, your daughter looks away. Her eyes fall to the ground. She becomes quiet. She changes the subject immediately. She pretends not to hear. She tenses up. She holds her breath. She fakes a smile. She gives short answers. She becomes uncomfortable. She's not avoiding the name. She's avoiding the memory. Sign 5, this person always shows up when your daughter is weak. Heaven says, the predator appears when the soul is tired. When your daughter is sad, stressed, confused, overwhelmed, lonely, disappointed, distracted, silent. Watch who appears. That is the one tied to her secret. The one trying to manipulate her mind. The one who benefits from her silence. The reveal, the person closest to her fear. Michael now speaks clearly. The one your daughter fears is someone who once had access to her trust. This is crucial. It is not a stranger. It is not someone far away. It is not someone irrelevant. It is someone who used to call often, visited your home, pretended to care, offered advice, showed concern for her life, asked personal questions, tried to guide her, acted like family, hid their intentions under kindness. This is why the secret is so heavy. Because betrayal by a stranger hurts. But betrayal by someone familiar destroys the soul. Michael says, your daughter's silence was shaped by fear. But your strength will break the chain. Before you leave this part, seal the angelic protection over your daughter. Like this message to affirm Archangel Michael's covering. Subscribe so Part 7, the exact moment the dangerous person reveals themselves, reaches you. Comment. Michael, keep my daughter safe from hidden betrayal. Share with 10 people so heaven extends light across your entire family. Michael's final words for Part 6. The truth has a direction. The face will show itself. Stay close, the revelation is near. My beloved child. Don't move. Don't scroll. Because this is the part heaven told me to deliver with precision. Archangel Michael says, the mask will fall. The truth will surface. And the one threatening your daughter's peace will expose themselves through their own actions. This moment is not distant. It is near. So near that heaven is urging you to stay fully alert. Listen very carefully. The reveal always happens at a moment of calm. Michael says, darkness cracks when it believes no one is watching. The person your daughter fears will reveal themselves when the energy in your home feels unusually quiet. You will notice. The atmosphere suddenly feels heavy. The air becomes still. Your daughter becomes uneasy. You sense a subtle tension. Something feels off, but you can't explain it. This is the exact moment the truth tries to break through. Don't ignore it. Heaven is preparing you. They will appear when they think you are distracted. Michael whispers. The guilty try to move in shadows. But heaven lights their footsteps. Watch for the moment they believe. You're busy in the kitchen. Your back is turned. You're on a call. You're watching TV. You're resting. You're doing chores. You stepped outside. You left the room for a few seconds. That is when they show their real nature. Pay attention to where your daughter's eyes go next. She will look toward the person she fears. Her reaction will expose the truth. Before their behavior even begins, the person will try to speak to your daughter privately. This is one of the strongest signs. Heaven says, the one who hides intentions always seeks privacy. You will notice. They ask her to step aside. They speak in low tones. They pretend it's just a small question. They ask personal things. They avoid your eyes. They hover around her. They stand too close. They smile strangely. They act like nothing's wrong. They try to rush her decisions. Michael warns. Do not let them isolate her. Your presence alone is protection. Their words will betray them. Michael says, the tongue of the guilty trembles before it lies. Watch what they say. They repeat your daughter's name too often. They speak with forced sweetness. They ask questions she doesn't want to answer. They comment on things they shouldn't know. They pretend to be concerned. They use emotional manipulation. They say things like, don't tell anyone. They make subtle threats disguised as advice. Your daughter will react immediately. She will freeze. She will look down. Her voice will weaken. She will avoid eye contact. She will walk away. She will retreat emotionally. This is heaven telling you. You just witnessed the danger. Their face will change the moment they see you watching. This is the final confirmation. Michael says, darkness collapses when truth observes it directly. You will see it clearly. Their smile disappears for a second. Their eyes widen. They look startled. They shift uncomfortably. They speak faster. They avoid your eyes. They pretend to be busy. They step back. They change their tone instantly. Your daughter will sense your presence and take a small breath of relief. That moment, that exact second, is the spiritual exposure heaven promised. Michael says, "You will know the truth by observing the fear on the face that once pretended to be kind." The afterglow of the reveal. When the truth exposes itself, your daughter's behavior will change. She may cling to you. Speak softly. Avoid that person. Stay close to home. Sleep more peacefully. Show visible relief. Release a burden she carried quietly. This is because heaven lifted something heavy off her shoulders. Michael whispers. The truth frees the silent heart. Before you move to part 8, seal this moment of revelation. Like this message to strengthen angelic clarity in your home. Subscribe so part 8, the name heaven has been protecting you from, reaches you instantly. Comment. Michael, expose every hidden betrayal around my daughter. Share with 10 people to extend God's protection over your entire family. Michael's final words for this part. Stand firm. The truth is not coming tomorrow. It is coming now. My beloved child. Don't move. Don't blink. Don't even shift in your chair. Archangel Michael is stepping closer now. He says, the danger is not far. The danger is named. And the name is circling your daughter like a shadow, hoping you never look up. This part is delicate. Heaven is cautious. But you must listen very carefully. Because what you are about to understand will change how you view everything around your daughter. The name does not appear by accident. Michael says, when a name keeps returning in your spirit, it is because heaven is placing a shield around your awareness. You may have noticed a specific name showing up in conversation. Your daughter reacting strangely when you mention someone. A name repeating through calls, messages, or small talk. A name she avoids explaining. A person she tries to distract you from asking about. A sudden silence when that name is spoken. These are not coincidences. These are divine clues. Your intuition has been whispering it for weeks. Now heaven is confirming it. The dangerous person always tries to stay invisible. Michael says, the threat your daughter faces is not loud, it is strategic. This person hides behind jokes, friendliness, casual greetings, helpful behavior, false kindness, sudden concern, unexpected closeness. They behave like someone harmless. So you never suspect their true motive. But the angels have seen what your eyes missed. Your daughter knows something but is afraid to say it. This is the crucial part. Heaven says, the child carries fear when the elder does not intervene. Your daughter's silence is not disrespect. It is fear. She is protecting you from pain, while trying to protect herself from the person she fears. You may have seen. She doesn't want to talk about someone. She becomes quiet when their name is mentioned. She changes the topic. She walks away. Her face tightens. Her breathing shifts. Her mood suddenly drops. This is the sign that the name you suspect is the name heaven is warning about. The name will reveal itself through a small mistake. Michael whispers. Darkness always slips. Always. Watch closely. This person will soon speak out of turn. Mention something they shouldn't know. Ask about your daughter too specifically. Watch her too closely. Call or text at odd times. Appear at unexpected places. Show up during tense moments. Behave overprotective or overly curious. Probe into private matters. Offer help she never requested. These little cracks reveal the truth. At first you may feel unsure. But heaven promises. You will notice what you once ignored. The name will appear in a moment of calm. Michael gives one of the strongest signs. The name will surface when you are calm, not when you are stressed. This person's name will appear when you are sitting quietly, when you are thinking of your daughter, when your mind is relaxed, during a moment of silence, in a conversation you didn't expect, through a slip of your daughter's words, or through a message that wasn't meant for you. That is heaven's timing. Not chaos. Calm. Because heaven does not reveal danger in confusion. Heaven reveals danger in clarity. You will know the name by the shift in your spirit. Here is the final and strongest sign. Michael says, when the true name comes before your awareness, your spirit will react before your mind does. You may feel a sudden chill, a tightening in the chest, an uneasy feeling, a moment of deep silence, a strong instinct, a sense of warning, a protective impulse, tears for no reason, a warm pull of clarity. This is heaven saying, yes, this is the one. Your daughter's angel stands near you when this happens. Michael's wings shield her future as the truth approaches. Before we move on to part 9, seal this revelation. Like to strengthen clarity over your daughter's path. Subscribe so part 9, the moment your daughter tells you the truth she hid reaches you. Comment. Michael, reveal every hidden danger around my daughter. Share with 10 people to activate divine protection over your entire home. Michael's final words. The name is not your enemy, but it is the carrier of danger. Prepare yourself, for its revealing is near. My beloved child, do not blink now. This is the moment Archangel Michael has been preparing you for. The truth you have been sensing, the truth your daughter has been carrying, the truth heaven has been circling around you for days, is finally pressing against the door of your awareness. Michael steps forward again, his wings drawn close, his sword lowered, his voice firm. He says, "The revelation is not coming tomorrow. It is not coming next week. It is coming now. Your daughter cannot hold the weight anymore. The silence she carried like a stone in her chest is slipping. The fear that kept her quiet is cracking. The name she hid is rising into the open." Heaven whispers. She did not hide the truth to betray you. She hid it to protect you. And now she realizes she cannot protect anyone by carrying a secret alone. The angels say, "Pay attention to her eyes." Your daughter may not speak first with words. She will speak with her gaze. Her eyes will soften, tremble, avoid, dart away, fill with regret, or look at you too long. That is the sign heaven foretold. A child's eyes reveal truth before their lips do. Michael says, when she looks at you today, the secret will be sitting right behind her pupils. And you will feel it. Like a gentle earthquake inside your spirit. The confession will come through a slip, not a speech. Heaven warns. Do not expect a long explanation. Expect a slip. She might say, "I didn't want you to worry. I thought I could handle it. I didn't mean to hide anything. I was afraid of your reaction. I didn't know how to tell you." These small phrases carry the entire truth inside them. What she could not say for weeks, you will finally hear within seconds. Don't interrupt her. Don't react. Don't panic. Michael says, listen with patience. For her confession is not a burden. It is a release. The name behind the lie will reveal its intention. And then it will happen. She will mention a name. A name you suspected. A name heaven has been warning about. A name your spirit reacted to long before she admitted it. When that name is spoken, the air will shift. Your intuition will strike. Your heart will tighten. Or you will feel a sudden warmth. This is heaven confirming. Yes. This is the one we warned you about. Michael will not let darkness stay hidden any longer. The angels have waited for this exact moment. What you must do next. Michael gives one instruction, simple but powerful. Respond gently. Respond with calm. Respond with love. Your daughter is not your enemy. She is the one heaven is protecting. She is the one heaven is guiding back into truth. She is the one heaven is lifting out of danger. Your calmness will heal her. Your presence will free her. Your listening will save her. My beloved child. You stayed until the end. And heaven never ignores the one who listens fully. Before we move forward, seal this moment. Like to strengthen the protection over your daughter. Subscribe so Part 10, the name that will change everything, reaches you without delay. Comment. Michael, stand beside my daughter. Share with 10 people so heaven widens the shield around your home. Archangel Michael leans close and says, the truth is not meant to hurt you. It is meant to free you. Prepare. For the next name you hear will change the direction of your daughter's future.